guys, we are going to continue working on pronoun-verb agreements. And our goal for today is I can write the correct verb tense in order to make the pronoun and verb agree. So we are going to be writing the correct verb tenses to complete the sentences. All right, so looking at these two sentences, which one is correct? He run every day. He runs every morning. You should have said he runs every morning. He is singular, so that means that we add the S to the verb run to make it runs. We are going to watch part of this clip on verb tenses on Brain Pop.
Make a map. Cool spaceship, Moby. You heard a story about the future? In the future, everyone traveled in space shuttles. People and robots lives on Mars and had eaten a lot of candy. Aliens will helps everyone with our homework. Moby, your tenses are all mixed up. Well, tense is how verbs show time. You know, like past, present, and future tenses? How do you use present tense? The present tense shows what's happening now. Let's see, what is everyone doing right now? He washes the dog. She talks on the phone for hours. I write in my notebook. And you spray water all over Mia. For the pronouns he and she, you add es or s to the end of a verb to show present tense. But for the pronouns I and you don't add es or s. For the pronouns they and we, you don't add es or s either. They get wet. We love Senior Maurice. These sentences are about the present, but sometimes I like to write about the past.
All right, so we're going to stop it right there because we have been working on present tense verbs and using those pronouns. So we are going to do a review. So looking at pronouns, we know that the pronouns can be the subject of a sentence. Remember, it takes the place of a subject or a noun. The verbs in the present tense have two forms. The correct form of the verb depends on the subject of the pronoun. The pronoun and the verb should agree. So the sentence, she fixes the blender, she is the pronoun, the subject of the pronoun. And because it is singular, we're going to add es. The second sentence, they watch the cookies bake. They is the subject of the pronoun, and it is plural. It has more than one person, and so we do not add es. The third sentence, she tries to drink her milkshake without a straw. She is the pronoun, and try is the verb. So we have to change the Y to I and add es because she is a singular pronoun. All right, let's practice some together. You are going to be adding the correct verb to complete the sentence. You need to have the correct tense. And remember our rules. If the word ends in S, SH, CH, X, Z, you're going to have to add ES. Or if the verb ends in Y, you have to change the Y to I and add ES. So number 1, I blank stems off the tomatoes. You should have said, I pinch stems off the tomatoes. I is one of those exceptions where you do not add es, you leave it alone. Number 2, he blank me how to write a recipe. You should have wrote, he teaches me how to write a recipe. Number 3, we blank notes during the lesson. You should have said take. We take notes during the lesson. We is plural, meaning more than one, so we do not add es. They blank aprons in the kitchen. You should have said wear. They is plural, so we do not add es. They wear aprons in the kitchen. And number 5, she blank butter on the bread. You should have said brushes. She is singular, so we are going to add es. She brushes butter on the bread. Looking at our truck wash sentence or paragraphs, Grandpa likes to keep his old truck sparkling clean. He wash it once a month, even if the truck is not dirty. Truck wash days are so fun. I likes to help Grandpa. First, we scrub the truck with soapy water. Somehow, I always get wet. Oops, Grandpa says, winking at me. Next, the truck is sprayed with a garden hose. Now it looks shiny and new again. Finally, Grandpa and I go for a drive to dry off the truck. We are looking at sentence number 8 today. What change should be made to sentence number 8? Sentence number 8 says, now it looks shiny and new again. A, change it look to they look. B, change it look to we look. C, change it look to it looks. Or D, no change is needed. You should have picked C, change it look to it looks. So if we read this sentence correctly, it will be, now it looks shiny and new again.